Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day one dev. We're going to do another exercise today regarding a CKAD application developer on Kubernetes certified. So you can see here already I'm logged into I did not. I'm logging in to a terminal. And today we're going to do exercise on two tasks. If you see here on my left side, which I keep with my questions, at the top, I keep my documentation, and this is my terminal window. This is one of a practice I always call out to save your time during the exam. But let's start our exercise today. So as I was calling out almost every time, make sure that you entered a context, which context you're using it. So that will help you to be proper, right away you're solving your problem. If not, if you're done in a wrong context, still the commands will work, but you may not get some credit for that work during exam evaluation. Okay, so always run that. So here, let's look at our two tasks the problem has it, and let's look at our first task. It says locate and fix failing lively pods. So it says somewhere in a cluster there's a pod. Okay, let's do that failing pods. So let's look for create alias. Here I'll do it, but in exam you don't need to. You'll get that part. So let's see. It says it doesn't call out a namespace. So I'll go to a documentation. There should be a command where you can say all namespace, where we can say that. Oh, excellent. All namespace you can hyphen hyphen all namespace you can do it, or single hyphen and yeah you can do it. Perfect. I'll do this. As this is not a common where I do all the time, all namespaces checking. Okay, so all are running here. You can see here there's only one is crashed under the namespace Han. Okay, that's perfect, no issues. So what does it say? Locate and pod and capture that. Okay, let's call out. I don't need the entire name. Let's call out this part. And this is not big, so I can type it, copy paste this more. Okay, it says write it. Oh, before we do that, let's verify all test cases are failing. Perfect. Then we call up C3 P0 P0 home cloud user probe fix broken pod. Okay, perfect. Written the structure what it calls out, and next it says a list of events. Perfect, we'll get that using a kubectl events, and use a wide output format of additional store the output of the commands to write this one. Okay, no issues. That also we can do it because they're given out a command for us. So even we don't need to do it. So it's wide they called out. So it should be -o wide. This also we use the output -o. Also we use for JSON or YAML output formats. Okay, so let's run it before I try to do everything. Okay, perfect. I'll do this command where we need to document everything in a file. So let's document that. Perfect, we did it. Now the last task of a task, which is I can call as an 1.3 because there are three subtasks under main task, which underlying the issue. Okay, so perfect. So let's do a quick checkout. What I did right? This is the one. What under? Oh, maybe we can do it. Scroll. Let's see. This is not a pod, but the reason why I'm calling it this is not a pod is if it is a pod, it will show up as what the name has been defined. So this has some hyphen something. My guess is that this is a deployment, but let's call out this part. Okay, let's say pods deploy. I'll also call generally it's not a service, but I'll put as an okay, everything perfect. This year we got under pod this one. the deployment is failing. So you can see here. Okay, that's perfect. So let's go and edit the deploy. Deploy C3 P0 namespace. Okay, if my cursor is blocking, I'll move the cursor. Okay, let's see here what can be the problem. Replicas one. I don't think we asked for replicas. The crash report, so it should be somewhere in a container. Okay, we got a pod, Nginx pod, Nginx table. There's no issue with the pod, Nginx image name. Aha. Okay, because the port has been defined as 80, but Nginx pod is running on one. The liveness, they're checking at 1717. So let's change this one. Let's go back. Oh, before I do that, let's do whether we have any other issues. I don't see that's the only one. I'm guessing is because it's the other containers 80, and I don't see any other part. Let's check this part. Perfect, it's saved. So let's go back to, we don't need to do everything. We can do same thing hand, or if you prefer, you can do that entire picture where you doing the all minus A. So you can see here all the pods are running. Deploy is pod is also running. So let's give a few. Oh, this is before, not the current one. So this where we execute. Everything is working. So let's do a quick check before we call out verify. So I'm running everything. See, is anything crashing or anything? We have it. No, perfect. Everything is running now. So that means whatever we did it 1717 port number changing to 80, it's been done. So let's verify. It didn't work out. Why? Object is not met. Okay, let's see. Did we missed anything? Okay. Cat home cloud user profix. Did we missed anything? No, we did not. So let's say another one. Profix. Nope, we have it. Everything namespace pod name. It's called. What 3? What did we miss out? Okay, we'll come back to that one. All right. Maybe I'm guessing is it's taking some time to load some information. Let's catch that. Look at the pod CPU. Okay, we're gonna go to the CPU. So let's take it. Look at the pod CPU namespace. Okay, get pods -n CPU. Okay, interesting namespace. Perfect. Then what was our question? Using a most CPU resources. Okay, most CPU resources. So, okay, let's go here. So most CPU resources, generally, I use a sort by. The reason sort by CPU, if you see here, there's a documentation, it has only CPU and a memory. Because the question is over a CPU, so I'll use a sort by CPU. So let's do, okay, top parts -n sort CPU, sort by CPU. I do highly suggest is use this command, sort by. The reason is whenever you see this, it's always sort it up. But let's assume if I don't use a sort by, then this year you have to find in exam if you have a 20 or 30 pods, then you have to go through all the pods, see which one has a higher. So you have to do mental math. So to avoid the mental math, use a sort by CPU or memory. So it's always sorts up the top highest usage at the top. So let's copy this. I think this is what, and it says save the pod name. So we're gonna do pod name to cloud user metrics. Hi. Okay, perfect. So let's do quick before we run. Make sure that we have everything. Perfect, we have it. Let's do verify. Okay, so I think we did something issue. Let's go back and check where did we have done that a problem. Okay, So I don't think we have any issue. It should be here. What is this? What did we miss? CTL, get events. Did we miss anything? Get a list of events for pod namespace. Okay. And we did it. So let's color this. Again, my guess is we might have messed up that part. Did I miss? I think I might have missed probe fix. That's a mistake. Okay. So if you see here, I think this is the mistake I've done it. Let's go and see our commands. Okay. We don't need to do that. We can do history. So we can see what all the commands we executed. So this is the one we did this recently. I can see the order of our commands we did it. So let's see what the event we did it here. Okay, this here. This is what we did a mistake. We did not enter the namespace. I think that's a under pod namespace I missed out. So that was the reason it's calling out. All right. I hope you learned something new today, and I'll come back with a new practice exercise. And if you have any questions, please post that on my comments, and I'm happy to address them.